Welcome to week 6 of my vlog. I'm out here on my front porch. Actually, there goes my neighbor. That's my neighbor Brent, training for his race. 50kdad.wordpress.com. Check him out. And I have to see if I can get his permission to share that. Blue skies. It's about 68 degrees. So if you do the math, you can tell I'm a little bit behind. It's still week 6 of the vlog. I'm still going to catch up, even though Chris Dolson says in his messages, don't worry about catching up. I'm going to do my best to catch up. It doesn't worry me. Katie gave me a hard time about that this week, reminding me that Chris tells everybody not to worry about catching up. Doesn't bother me. I'm going to catch up. I'm going to get 52 of these vlogs in. And this week in the vlog, wow. One of the themes that I've been talking about a lot on the vlog is this idea of reading the stories numerous times. Again, when you listen to the Bible or even read it once or twice, you can find yourself with the ability to skim real quickly. My neighbor's going to stop and chat with me. So that was cool. Just sitting on the front porch, the neighbor just stopped by after his run and got to chat with him a little bit. In the Bible Project this week, Tim talked about how God is on a mission to confront evil, and I thought that was a nice setup for the story of Moses this week in Love This Book. As I said, if you can read these individual days or these individual weeks even numerous times, the story really starts to slow down. You pull out more detail. You start to see the story in more depth. This week, the story of Moses. I'm fascinated by the way he came up with excuse after excuse. You know, essentially, God, he does a series of magic tricks. The snake's turning into a staff and back to a snake, putting his hand inside his cloak and all of a sudden it becomes leprous. God's not going to be denied. God's going to find a way to use his leaders. And even after these magic tricks, Moses says, you know, I've never been eloquent of speech. Can you just please send someone else? And God says, yeah, I'll use your brother Aaron. And even though he's going to use his brother Aaron, you know, Chris uses this phrase, God is not a divine rapist. God's not going to force himself on you. We need to listen. We need to be in relationship with him. We certainly need to be in communication with him. And what does that look like? This whole story starts with the burning bush, you know, that is just never being fully consumed, and God does the series of magic tricks. Moses comes up with excuse after excuse, but God is on a mission to confront evil, and he's going to use Moses. And Moses has excuse after excuse, and yet somehow God is going to work through Moses and Aaron, his older brother. This week my hope is that you would try to read these passages multiple times. I have been through these passages, especially early in the Bible, numerous times. But I do echo what Chris said. Don't necessarily try to catch up. Don't put any pressure on yourself other than do your best to digest the text. Do your best to read it multiple times, listen to it, meditate on the text numerous times, and pray about what additional things might come out, what part of the story might sink in, what new details might pop out, what new life applications might you come up with, or how can you just absorb these stories and make them your own. Get a little more this week out of Love This Book. See you next week.